welcome back to my channel. My name is Shaquan and this is the Future Mrs. Husband channel, period. Now someone did ask me the question, why did you name or title your channel Future Mrs. Husband? What exactly is going on here? What does it mean? Blah, 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 whatever. I am huge on manifesting things in my life. And I can tell you for a fact that a lot of the things that I have in my life, I have definitely manifested for. You put it out into the universe and then the universe just delivers. Which actually brings us into quite an interesting video that I'm doing this afternoon. And if you probably noticed that I still have the same look from the last video, it's because I'm recording 2 videos in one day because you are putting pressure on me to keep dropping videos every week. And it's very difficult, guys, because I've been stressed at my job and then I come here and I'm trying to be creative and make these videos for you and then it just doesn't connect because your girl's vibration is very low. But you're gonna get this 2 videos this week, okay? You gonna get this videos. What was that? Hi! If you are a returning subscriber, hi! I'm gonna work on a proper intro for this videos channel or whatever it is. But either way, if it's your first time clicking on my channel, welcome to my space. I hope and pray that you love the content, you feel the vibes and you feel the vibration. You're gonna stick around because I'm a lekker time. Hi! Please make sure that you like, comment and subscribe and help me grow this channel, and please do share this video with your loved ones. But let's get right into it, okay? So I am very big on, like I said, just manifesting things in my life. I strongly believe in, having vision boards every year, and I would encourage anyone that I come in contact with to really have a vision board for themselves. But yes, what we are going to do in today's video, as you can tell by the title, we are reflecting on my 2020 or 2020, as I titled that year for myself, vision board, right? So there are certain goals and certain things that I set out into the universe that I wanted to achieve for myself. And even though some of the things didn't happen last year, it still doesn't mean that I'm just going to throw it off the list because, oh wait, you were supposed to be achieved on, 2020, it's 2021, I'm just going to forget about you. No. So what happens is that you set out the certain goals for yourself, and if there are certain things that you probably didn't get to, it's okay because you still have this year to actually get to achieve all those things for yourself, right? So here's how it looks. I hope you guys can actually see it properly. Yes. So this is the vision board that I made for myself last year. It was the intentions that I set for myself last year that I really wanted to achieve. And a vision board is basically a visual illustration, if you will, of the certain goals and aspirations that you have for yourself that you would want to achieve in a given time period. So these are the things that I have set for myself, okay? So I need to obviously do a new vision board for this year, but I'm taking my time. I'm not rushing myself. I see a lot of other content creators are also, vision board this time and this one I want to achieve and blah, 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 which is great because you've obviously encouraged me to really get to mine, but I've also realized how important it is for me to move at my own pace. Last year was a little bit hard for a lot of us, and with that being said, I've really just learned to just move at your own pace, So I am going to do a new vision board for this year that I am obviously going to share with you, but I strongly believe that in order for us to also get to another level, to really get to the place that we really want to be in life, we need to reflect on where we are coming from. We need to take in all the lessons from that time, or whatever it is, and that's exactly why I also shared with you some of the valuable lessons that I learned last year. Let me not ramble a little bit too much. Let's get right into this video. I'm going to share with you what was on my board and why it's so important for you to have a vision board. Yeah, let's stick with that. My kids are awake and I think they're just screaming in the background, so I'm very sorry. So I don't know exactly how I'm going to do this because I also want my face to be in this video. Hi! I'm so silly. But yes, as you can see right here, it's 2020, and like I said, that is the intention that I set for myself for last year. And that was just, God needed to just pour those blessings plenty on me. So it was going to rain blessings, which it definitely did. God definitely came through for me on so many things in my life, right? So your goals don't need to, sorry, let me just put this down. Your goals don't need to make sense to everyone. It's about you and where you are in life and where you want to be in life. It's all about you and your journey. So when you make your vision board as well, we'll have this conversation in my next video when I do make my vision board for this year. Don't overwhelm yourself with a lot of things, because a lot of people feel like, I have this big poster, for example, I need to fill that space. So what happens is that you overwhelm yourself, because realistically you can't achieve 20 things that you put on a board in 1 year. Trust me, you can't, right? So even if you see this frame, for example, it's an A4 frame, right? Even if you have some goals that you want to achieve for a certain period of time in a frame like that, it's perfectly fine. It doesn't have to be as big as mine. This is, you know, it's just that I made sure that my pictures were a little bit bigger so that they fill up the space properly. But let's get right into it, my loves. So one of the first goals that I had for myself for last year, we'll start at this corner. This is a picture of a sofa, right? And the thing is that it's just, I wanted to get myself new furniture. I wanted to get myself proper furniture that I truly wanted. So it actually took me a while to get to some of these things, because I was just like, girl, move at your own pace, right? Be realistic with your coin and just to give it a little bit of time. And I definitely got to achieve that for myself. My house is coming together perfectly fine and I'm so happy. So this is something that I put out into the universe and the universe delivered. Okay. Another goal that I set for myself for last year, this is just a bag that has money in it. And I love money. And I feel like money is starting to love me. So we just love one another right now. But I manifested just more money in my bank account, so to say, and we definitely received a good little, you know, blessing from God. And it was actually not little, man. I got to do a lot of things that I truly wanted to do for myself, and yeah, that is something that I really wanted to happen last year, and I'm so happy that it actually did. But yes, just to remind you once again that I love money, so send me money. Another goal that I have for myself was getting my first car. This didn't happen last year because Corona just messed up my plans. But it's fine. It's okay. Because this year, so I'm going to get this car. I'm going to get myself a car. It's fine. There's also no rush, really. I think the main reason why I actually need a car at this point is the convenience, because now I have a family of my own, and it's just going to work much better for me. It's just going to be much easier for me. Let me tell you, you know, just tying in my family right now. I'm a mom now, right? So there was a time, I can't remember when exactly, but last year when I relocated to where I live right now. There was a time where one of my boys was sick, right? And, you know, it was during the time of Corona and we had a curfew at the time. So your girl went to the hospital with my son and all of that. And then as I'm walking out of the emergency room, I'm stressed as hell. I'm just have the worst migraine. It was a day and a half. Because I think if you know me, you know that if my kids are sick, I'm a mess. Okay, so please check up on me when my kids are sick. But anyway, so we went to the emergency room, you know, we got medication and blah, blah, blah. He was doing okay, but we were not admitted. So we had to come back home. I'm standing outside this hospital at probably 1 or 2 a.m. There are no taxis around. I had to literally walk from the hospital at 1 or 2 a.m. in the morning with my child on my back to get home. So that's why I need a car. And it's going to happen. It's fine. But yes, another intention that I set for myself, another goal, if you will, that I set for myself for last year was reading this book that is, wait, I can't read. I know the title is something, wait, I have the copy of the book now, but it is a book that I really wanted to read for myself. And I'm going to tell you why. Oh, the book is on. So I'm back. Now, this is the book that I wanted to read for last year because the subtle art of not giving an F. Okay, and this was just a reminder to, just live your life on your own terms. Stop worrying about what people actually think. And I really just wanted to really just gauge Mark Manson's perspective on this. But it was definitely a good book. It was a good read because I think with every page that I turned, it was like, yeah, man, I'm done being worried about what people actually think about me. So this was a good investment. And I actually didn't buy this book with my own money. Marianne Pimbe actually sent me money for this book. Guys, ask and you will receive. I tweeted that there's a book that I want from Book Den. I don't have the money right now, but I really want this book and I've just been wanting this book for so long and blah, blah, blah. And then she replies and then she's like, send me your number. It's like, oh, but she's always been that person that always comes through for me. But I was like, and I sent her my number because, we haven't really kept in touch in a while. And there's a new number that I was using. So I sent her the number and she sent me the money and I immediately ran away to go buy this book and I am so thankful for that. Maria, you are the girl that you think you are, okay? But yes, this book played such a big part in me truly just being, not that I wasn't, but it really just raised the bar on just being authentically myself and living my life on my own terms and not being worried about what the next person actually thinks about me and trying to fulfill the expectations that other people have for my life. Niviri. But yes, another thing on my vision board is a mom. Oh yes, it's a mom with her son by the beach. I really wanted to travel more last year, but obviously for obvious reasons we could not travel as much. I just want to create so many memories with my kids, and I think that was the one reason, I think I mentioned this, one of the reasons we also started this channel, because man, I just want my kids to look back at the memories that I actually leave for them, or we can actually watch them together and they will just, oh my god, was that me? How old was I? Why was I speaking like that? Why do I look like that? No, yeah. So this year we are definitely going to create more memories, and I want to take my boys to the beach because that is the one place where I feel just so at peace, so I love the sea, I love the beach, whatever it is, so I'm gonna take my kids there. But either way, another intention that I also set for myself for last year was finally getting my driver's license. And please do not judge me, I know I'm old. I'm not old. I'm old enough. Yes, let's go with old enough to have a license. But when I how do I start this? But anyway, I have a fear of driving. I can drive, but I have a fear of driving. And every time that I would go on to pass, I would just have panic attacks and I'll just be freaked out. And I remember having this conversation with my therapist. And I was like, I'm so bummed that I didn't get it this time or whatever. And then she was like, but why though? Were you in a car accident or what happened? And I was like, yeah, man, that could be it. So we got into the conversation and I was just telling her how when I was 8 years old in 1998, I remember so well. I was 8, it was 1998, I was on my way to school, about to start grade 3, so excited. And my mom and I got into a car accident on the way to school. Like, she was driving me, she was about to drop me off, and then we got into a car accident. It was at the four-way of the Magistrates Court in Katutura, because I was schooling at Bethel, Himumune, like in her location. That's where I attended my primary school. So at that four-way is where we had our accident. And, it was just, right of way, basically. Like, the other person just drove when it wasn't their turn. And it was such... And that accident always plays back in my mind. More so especially because he bumped on my mom's side. And it was just screams. It was a lot going on that day. So that always tends to play in my mind. And I've realized that even when I'm just driving, because I was an illegal driver in the terms that I would get behind the wheel without a license. Well, because I can drive. And sometimes when I'll just be casually driving, I'll just have those flashbacks. And I've realized every time I'm behind the wheel, that always comes to play. But then here's the crazy part, y'all. So, we get bumped and people are rushing to us. Say, yes, okay, what? And then my mom gets out of the car, and then the man who bumped us gets out of his car. And I'm like, wait, mama, that's your boss. Yeah, ne? But yes, another intention. Okay, yeah, but anyway, just to close off that story, it's just that is one of the things that always comes to play. And I remember the last time, or yeah, the first time that I actually went to go past Nokanya, I just started shaking. My legs, like I could not feel my legs, and I just could not even feel those gears. I was just like, okay, my hand is shaking, my feet is, what is happening right now? But I promised myself that I'm definitely going to get my license, because once I get this, I can finally go get my car. Okay, but I'm working on it, I promise. Another intention or goal that I had for myself for 2020, as you can tell, is to start my YouTube YouTube channel, which I did, and I'm so proud of myself. Like, I was scared for the longest of time. I doubted myself a little bit too long, or for way too long. The fact that I finally did it is a big deal. So YouTube is on it, and then also a vlogging camera. This I'm probably going to put on my vision board for this year, because I want to invest in proper equipment. I do have a camera, it's just that I don't have a tripod, so maybe I should just buy the tripod and then I have a camera on the tripod. Child, yes, we are going to get a tripod. That's what we're going to put on our vision board for this year. Another goal that I had for myself, as you can see here, is working out and being much more healthy and more fit. After I had my boys, I had a little bit of issues with my health. I still do. Okay, let's just say that my health has been struggling since I had my boys. Now I have, I struggle with high blood pressure and all of those things, and I have been advised by my doctors to just work out as much as I can. And yeah, it actually does help a lot, because I have a sports history, if you will. So I used to work out a lot at one point, but then I just stopped altogether. So now I'm slowly getting right back into it. But this is something that I started doing since last year. But here's the problem. I lose weight like that. I can go from my very comfortable size 36 jean to a size 32 in just me working out in 1 week. It might be like, no, that's impossible. Yes. Even if I stress for 1 week at work, I can already see the change in my body. So me losing weight pisses me off, because I like being thick, So, but yes, just for being a little bit more healthier, this is something that I'm definitely going to continue for this year as well. And I'm sorry if you're probably being annoyed with me lifting the vision board up and down or whatever, but I just wanted you to see my face, and I don't want this to be in your face the whole time. I still don't really have the skills to edit and put a video here, so I'm still learning, guys. Please give me time. Another goal that I set for myself was to start a vacation fund. I did mention early on that I wanted to travel so much with my boys last year, but we'll continue with this, because I do have a vacation fund, or holiday fund, if you will, for me and my boys. It's just that I borrowed some money out of that fund in December, but we'll put it back. What's the other thing on my vision board? Yes, let's talk about this picture. So this is, I don't know if you guys will be able to see. Okay. So this is gorgeous Mbali. She is a South African influencer, businesswoman. Yes, she is a CEO of Hermosa Flow Cosmetics. She's been doing the damn thing, okay? Now, I absolutely love Mbali, because I've shared this on my videos so many times. She is such a focused, driven, go-getter, I'ma do what I need to do to achieve what I need to do type of queen, and she is on her bag. She secures her bag all the time. Bali is also a very, very positive light to a lot of people. To me, myself, actually, she's a positive light to me. The content that she shares, I relate to. It makes me happy. And, she's the type of woman that definitely lives life on her own terms. So this was just somewhat of a representation of the person that I really wanted to be in 2020 and the years to follow as well. And I think I've been doing pretty well. Okay, so living life on my own terms, going after the goals and dreams that I truly have for myself. And yeah, Bali is just, she's a class act for me. Absolutely love her. But yeah, something else that I have on my vision board, as you can see, this is just scriptures from the Bible, and that was just a reminder of how important it is for me to strengthen, like I said in my previous video, how important it is for me to strengthen the relationship that I have with God, and to just keep pouring all that good stuff and vibrations and blessings, and yeah, just being closer to God, man, basically is what I'm trying to say. Another picture on my vision board is a picture of my sons. They mean the world to me. Had I not had them, I probably will be dead and buried and forgotten today. We'll talk about that another day, but they mean the world to me. They are my number one priority. So yes, just, you know, being a great mother to them, loving them right, securing the bag for them and securing their future and making them happy. I love my boys. I'm gonna cry, and I don't want to cry in this video. But yes, something else that I have on my vision board, let's see. Okay, this just resonates with the traveling. And this quote says, don't tell people your plans, show them the results. A lot of the times we want to do certain things in our lives and we get a little bit overexcited to the point where even though we haven't even started working on something, we start to share our plans with people. And what happens a lot of the times is that those plans actually don't happen, or they don't come true for us. So the thing is, also my mom used to tell me that you need to learn how to shut your mouth. Move in silence. Why? Because the world is evil, and regardless of, you know, people in your life saying, oh, I'm happy for you, I want this for you, what and stuff, you don't know their heart. And when you share things with a person who doesn't have the best intentions for you, their heart actually blocks your way. I don't know if you will believe in this or not, but trust me, I have lost so much in my life from just sharing my plans before they actually even matured into anything. So please don't do this. Move in silence and just surprise people with the results, so to say. I read a quote somewhere where someone was saying that no one knew that I was planning on buying a house until I invited them for a housewarming. Nobody knew that I was planning on buying a car until I pulled up at their work with a surprise lunch or whatever it is, right? Move in silence. Trust me, you'll go very, very far. Another quote here that also drove me in the year 2020 is this quote that says that sometimes choosing to walk away, even if it means breaking your own heart, can actually be the greatest act of self-love that you have access to. And this is a quote that I definitely lived by. So yes, I had to show you the vision board again. So if you are planning on making a vision board for yourself for this year, I'm definitely going to cover that in my next video as well. But I hope this was somewhat of an inspiration for you to actually get started and just really set the intention for the year 2021. I would also advise you to take the time to come up with a name, or not even a name, a word actually, for the year 2001, and let that be the intention that you set for yourself. As you could tell by this vision board, 20 plenty was my word for 2020. Because I really wanted everything just plenty, and there are certain things on this vision board that I didn't put on that also happened, you know, something just a little bit more private, but they definitely did come through. So you put the intention out there into the universe, and the universe always delivers. Now my word for 2021 is audacious, and that is just me taking or making more bold moves this year. I am coming for everything that I know that I deserve, that my kids deserve. We are coming for it, okay? But yes, I just had to share that with you. And I know that there are certain things on this board that didn't happen for me last year, but it's not to say that I'm going to sleep on it and just be like, well, whatever. Trust and believe that she's going to get to work very soon, and all those things are going to come through. I'm going to pull up at your house with my whoop. I'm going to pull up at your house with my license. I'm gonna pull up with your house, at your house with a bag full of cash now. But yes, I hope and pray that you are blessed by this video. I hope that you loved the video. If you did, please make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Share this video with your loved ones, and please help me grow my channel. From Shekwan to you, it is Uzozo Moya.